Blammo! Alex, what did the ghost say to the bee?
The ghost probably said something like Louie or something like that for a ghost giant.
That's stupid. Horrible answer. The ghost said, boo-bee. That's right. Booby, as in breast, knockers, Hooters. And guess what's on the opposite side of Hooters? That's right, the back. And baby's got back, and I'm back, baby. Let's go. I'm ready to roll, Alex. We got games to talk about. I got a big old fat grievance to talk about. You, Will, and Luke in the last segment. So let's get rocking and rolling because we've got a whole lot to cover. And I've got some not very good gamer juice to talk about right off the bat. It's bubbly, sparkling water. It's lime flavored. It tastes like tainted water. If you don't like LaCroix, if you don't like Dasani sparkling water, you're not going to like this because it's not any better. And if anything, it's worse. But you know what? It's refreshing. It's water. I wouldn't choose it again, but here I am. What am I going to do? I got to suck it down.
Adam's got to suck it down. All right. So it's kind of nice, Adam. So we had to do a whole podcast without you, and I'll admit it was exhausting doing a podcast without you because Will and Luke, I just had to wrangle them in, man. I had to keep them in check the whole time. I had to babysit, and now I get you, and you can babysit me. You can run this podcast. Adam's going to be covering. He's going to be talking about 3 games. We're not going to talk about my games. Adam doesn't want to hear about Mind Labyrinth VR. Adam doesn't want to hear about Quar. So we'll probably be doing the same thing next week, but opposite. And we're just going to hear what Adam has to say about these games. I'm going to be here to talk to him, let him talk off me. But we're going to have a good time so he can make up for his absence last week. But I also have a gamer juice. I went to the Come and Go, Adam. I almost bought the same bubbly water you did, but I didn't. Oh. Instead, I bought Truly Spiked and Sparkling. It's kind of like that Bone and V stuff I got last time. But it's Truly. I'm going to steal a joke from one of my coworkers. It's Truly called Truly because it's truly disgusting. It's not very delicious. It's kind of gross, but down the hatch.
All right. It sounds better than what I have.
Honestly, it tastes, I guarantee you it tastes at best the same. It's,
I would like to take those odds.
All right.
And here's the thing. The winner will get to take the receptionist in everybody's golf out for a nice dinner.
What's her name?
She doesn't even have a name.
You don't even know her name. How dare you? How dare you?
We don't worry about those superficial things. We focus on our connection. Whereas Rico, your stupid caddy, tells you freaking hit the ball in the bunker. And she's like, great shot. And she says a bunch of other stupid stuff and tries to eat candy and then attempts to feed you, and then it's only a joke, and then she stares at you like she has no soul. It's horrible. The loser has to take her out on a date.
Is this how we're reviewing the game, Adam?
I think so. Your only hope is that Rico has a twin, because if she doesn't, she's a lost cause.
All right, so Adam, let's get into it. If you're going to keep discussing the game already, the Powerade Play of the Week. Everybody could.
I've never seen a Japanese person with a British accent. Have you, Alex?
Yeah, in a Sherlock movie I saw once.
That doesn't count. They were acting. Bullcrap.
All right, fair enough. All right, Powerade Play of the Week. As you can guess, it's probably Everybody's Golf VR. I don't think a better game came out this week. Adam had the privilege of playing this game 2 days later than everybody else in the world did. Are you happy to finally have it out?
Stupid Target. I give Target 2 thumbs and a penis down. That is bullcrap. Screw you guys.
All right, Adam. Well, let's get this rolling. Tell me about Everybody's Golf VR. What is this game about?
Dude, it's about golf, dog. You get out there. You can feel the wind in your hair. You can smell the pollen and the beautiful flowers and the foliage. You can just feel the energy coursing through your body as your caddy, aka sex slave, follows you and makes horribly awkward comments. And it's fantastic. And they choose the club for you. You do very little work. You don't even have to watch your ball hit the ground. You can hit the circle button, boom, it automatically puts you where the ball is. So you could play a round of golf in like 10 minutes. Try doing that in real life, suckers.
That's actually, I could see that being nice. But Adam, I could probably guess, but I just want to clarify. How does the game control? Is there any hope for using DualShock in this if I didn't have a Move controller?
Well, the thing is, there is. I have to admit, I haven't used the DualShock because I'm like, why would you ever use the DualShock? The thing that made Wii Golf awesome and the thing that makes this awesome is that you use the one motion controller. You grip your hands around the motion controller as though you're actually golfing. I don't know how I guess you would use the DualShock like you were playing Everybody's Golf for, one of the other installments that were earlier and you could only use one of the, D-pads or the controllers. But don't do that. Use the Move controller. The tracking works perfect. I'm probably maybe 5 feet from my camera, which I was afraid was not – I thought it was maybe too close. But it tracks perfectly. I've had no drifting. I've had no tracking issues. It has been absolutely spot on. And one thing I really like is that when you hit the ball, the moment you make contact, your controller vibrates. And that just gives the illusion that you're actually hitting something when obviously you're not. But that is a nice touch. It just feels really good. Tracking is fantastic. And thankfully, because it needs to be, the games like this strive on that tracking. So 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, that's a subtle effect, the whole vibrating when you hit something. When it's not there, games, it like feels really weird and you don't know why. So I'm glad they included that. Adam, does it feel like you're playing golf when you play it? Does it really feel the way it feels when you swing a golf club?
Well, so you can hit the ball without making a full swing, which in real golf, obviously, you can't do that. I could probably, if I have my arms down right in front of me, I could probably lift them maybe 30 degrees and just kind of flick my wrists and hit the ball really far because the system doesn't know I didn't fully swing. When obviously, again, in real golf, you can't do that. But the good thing is you really can take a stance like you do in real golf, swing like a real golf swing, and that is as close as you're going to get to golf. It can track that. The one thing I do notice that in real golf, I mean, I slice the ball sometimes, but this game has you slicing the ball every time. I have yet to hook the ball. It only slices it. And I know in real golf that I don't slice the ball that often. In every single ball I slice. So I have to turn my body like 30 degrees around. So it's not perfect, in terms of the mechanics and the physics of actually hitting the golf ball. But again, it's a video game. It's VR. I'm still better in Everybody's Golf than I am in real golf. So it's kind of like a give or take type of thing. Don't get too mad if you go golf and it's not perfectly how you golf because there are some mechanics that are a little wonky.
Okay, here's the hard question, Adam. How many courses are there?
There are 3 courses, each with 18 holes, 54 total holes. And I've put my penis in every one of them.
Oh, okay. So Adam, I don't really care about golf. I'm not a golf enthusiast, but I enjoyed Mario Golf. I enjoyed the RPG elements. There were interesting little twists they put on it. So I can find myself enjoying a golf game. Is there anything added to this game, like interesting twists, video gamey type mechanics, arcadey type mechanics, like RPG elements, something like that in this game to maybe bring somebody like me who doesn't care about golf into the fold?
Well, here's the thing. First of all, if you don't like golf, I don't even give a crap because this game is very fun. I don't think you have to be a golf fan to enjoy this game, even if you effing suck. Ray Charles could play this game because they have different clubs, one called the beginner clubs that essentially are so much easier to use. I mean, they hit the ball perfectly straight. It doesn't go quite as far, but that's not a big deal. So it makes you hit a little shorter, but it's perfectly straight. They have a thing where you can make the hole like the size of your mom's butthole, and there's like a tornado inside it. So if the ball gets even remotely close to the hole, it sucks it in. So it's extremely easy. So you still get that enjoyment of hitting the ball far, but you don't have to get aggravated by, okay, I freaking sliced it and I got out of bounds and now my score is positive 14 and now I'm getting aggravating, because it is so much easier. And obviously it's nicer to do well. And when you don't have to make 12 shots per hole, the game goes faster. You can get in the groove a little better, all that good stuff. So I think with the different modes, like the driving range, all the different courses, different caddies, different clubs, there's a lot of unlockables that you can do in the game. I really think it's one of those. If you like the Mario Golf, if you like the Wii Golf, this is right up that alley. If you enjoyed those, you're going to like this for sure, and it's definitely worth your money.
All right. So I guess last question, Adam, is buy it, wait for a sale, or avoid it forever?
I give it 2 thumbs and a penis up.
So I don't think that answers the question. I'm going to assume buy. Is it 30?
It's a buy. Yeah.
Is it $30? It's worth the $30?
It is. It absolutely is.
All right. So we made it through the Everybody's Golf VR review, and Adam has mentioned penises 3 or 4 times now, so he must really like this game. All right.
And remember, most of them were up or in, so that's a good sign.
All right. So up next, Adam, what's the next game we're going to talk about, buddy?
Okay, so I played this maybe a week and a half ago. A Chair in a Room, Greenwater. So Wolf and Wood, I mean, I've been trying to get this game for about, I don't know, a month and a half, but they just never responded to our emails or our tweets. I don't know. One day they just randomly replied. I don't know what that was about. So I did get to play this for the stream. I think it was Chaos's favorite Mayday stream, because I played the game for about a solid 35, 40 minutes. And then there was there's a direction in the menu that said, it was a little misleading. I won't go through all the semantics, but it was misleading. So I followed what it told me to do, and it reset the entire game rather than just the chapter of the game that I was on. And so I was infuriated, and Chaos thought that was the best effing thing he's ever seen in his life.
It was a pretty funny stream, I'll admit. It was one of the better Maydays. And I'm proud of you, Adam, for producing that content for us. Adam, tell me, what is A Chair in a Room, Greenwater about?
So the sounds say, I don't know what it is about these, man. Freaking the impatient. There are all these games. You wake up and you're in an insane asylum. You don't know why. You're trying to figure it out. You're an insane person. It's a puzzle game. So you essentially are just trying to solve different puzzles, put pieces together to try to unwrap who you are, what happened in the past, why are you in the insane asylum, things of that nature. So I haven't fully finished the game. It's pretty good. Thankfully that guy is Will was on the stream. He helped me at a couple points because the game definitely is challenging. I wouldn't say it's not 18 floors level. So I think it is a good game. I think it looks pretty good, the graphics wise. The tracking is not fully there. It's kind of spotty, and I don't know. They could have done a better job with the tracking. But really, that's my biggest and really only complaint. The atmosphere is creepy, and it's a little unsettling. And that's perfect. That's exactly what I want for this type of game. So essentially, your goal is to figure out what is happening to you, what has happened. And I don't know, some of the scenes I think are pretty compelling, look very good, and are definitely creepy.
All right. So how does the game control, Adam? Is this a dual shock adventure like Resident Evil 7, or is it picking stuff up with the move controllers?
Yeah, it's move controllers, and that's where some of the issue is. The teleporting isn't always the best, and it's just kind of like, for instance, in the first room, there's a ball that you have to pick up, but both times when I had to replay it, when I went to grab the ball, it just randomly kind of glitched and the ball went flying. Also, the game doesn't do a good job at resetting you within the game, when you can hold the options button and it resets your position. So if I wanted to, let's see, how did I do this? If I wanted to pick something up on the ground, I typically played this game sitting down. So what I had to do then is stand up, hit the options button. So then that would put me as though I was sitting up. And then I had to sit down to get low enough to pick something off on the floor. Because if I stayed sitting and I put my hand all the way to the ground, I still wasn't far enough down to pick an object off the ground in the game. So, I mean, again, that is I hate to have mentioned this so much already because that literally is the only negative I have about the game, but it's something that just happens to have come up.
So you're not you don't really like stories in games, or you don't depend on a game having a good story in the same way I do. Like, I loved Invisible Hours. I loved the story about it. That made the whole game for me. How is the story in this game, Adam? And do you even care? Does it enhance the game for you at all?
Well, for this type of game, story is important. I mean, the puzzles are good, but pretty much this game is plot and puzzles. That's it. Kind of like Blind or Torn. Like, if those games didn't have good plots, they're going to be a failure. Torn was a failure, and Blind, it was definitely teetering on a failure. And for what I've seen thus far for A Chair in a Room, Greenwater, it is definitely better than both those games. The plot is pretty good. Again, it's one of those, it just kind of sucks. Like, oh, you have to unravel what happened. It's like almost the same basic plot, but then obviously it diverges. And the way they present it, I like much better because it is a little more unsettling. And things tend to be dark and they're creepy. And there's kind of like a supernatural vibe type of thing going on. And it really, I don't know, the whole concept is pretty good. Like, in the beginning, you have to like take pills and that makes you loopy. So you're in this conscious state of mind in which, okay, maybe like you're high or you can't fully trust what you're seeing. And then it's really good so far. So I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen the ending. And so, I mean, I wouldn't spoil it either way. But right now, as someone who's probably, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours in, I think it's pretty good. And I'm enjoying it. If I didn't get virtual reality and Everybody's Golf, I would have definitely finished it. Also, I had a vacation in there too. Otherwise, this game would be a one more on the rack. It doesn't have a platinum, sadly, so that's disappointing.
So I guess we can assume it's probably somewhere between like 3 and 4 hours, something like that.
I would need to double check. I do think it's a little shorter in terms of gameplay, but what I've played so far, I mean, these type of games also, you don't want them to last forever. Because at some point, the plot starts to drag on, and the game's $24.99. I haven't finished it, so I can't fully recommend that or not. Right now, if I had to pick, I would lean toward probably waiting for a sale, just because I do believe it's maybe 3 hours. I may check that right now while we talk about other games so I can come back up.
Well, I got one last question for you then.
Yeah.
So this sounds a lot to me like doesn't sound a lot to me, but it's probably a similar experience for you as Fisherman's Tale was for me. It's just like an adventure puzzle game, and it's interesting, and it's not that long. You know, I can get through a Fisherman's Tale in 30 minutes or less, but I've played through it multiple times, and I enjoyed the experience playing through it multiple times because I noticed new little things here and there. It's like watching a really fun short movie over and over again. That being said, would you see yourself playing this? I mean, I know you did once accidentally, but could you see yourself playing through this game multiple times? Is it enjoyable to that end, or do you think once you finish it, maybe you're not going to go back? Maybe you'll go back in like a year or something.
Yeah, that's tough. Also, I found out it's about a little over 2 hours, according to other people who have played through it. Okay. So I'm fairly close because I really have played about. Although, I mean, I guess, I don't know. This other person said they played 8 hours. So I
I guess you played like 4, right?
Yeah, one dude says generally like 2 hours, and the other guy said it's probably 4 to 8 to figure everything out. So maybe he's trying to get that's including the trophies and things of that nature.
Yeah.
For your question, for me personally, I would probably lean toward once I play it, I'm probably not going to go back again because I know the puzzles and the plot is then ruined for me, which is a big attraction. And yeah, I would find some things that maybe I hadn't noticed before, but all the bone-chilling things, the details that I really enjoy thus far, I've had to notice to progress. So I really don't think it would be – it may be a game I would put someone else in to see for a little bit, but I don't think I would probably play it again. But it's not this game. I'm never going to play Blind again. I'm never going to play Torn again. I wouldn't play The Inpatient again. I'm not going to play any of these games that are puzzle and plot-based just because you already know the main components of the game.
You know, that's an interesting thing that I didn't think about until you just said that a PSVR setup is really good in a situation like maybe like a dorm room or a shared living space where you have maybe 4 or 5 different gamers living in the same room, living in the same area, and $25 will buy this game and every person can try it, and that's a lot of value out of this game. So PSVR is a pretty social thing for somebody who's just for something where you just put on a headset. So we don't have to explore that. I just popped into my head. I thought it was kind of a neat thing. Wish I had 7 people living with me so we could all play Fisherman's Tale and then talk about it. But you're never going to touch it. My dad's never going to touch it. My wife hates when I play VR. She doesn't really. She's cool.
Your wife doesn't even touch you. Boom roasted.
Boom roasted. Okay. So I'm gonna assume, Adam, that you just said it's a wait for a sale. So we're gonna chalk this up as a wait for a sale. What would you say? $10?
Oh, definitely $10.
Okay, I would 15.
I would say 15. I would probably again without having finished it. Right now, in my feeling, I would say 15 would be pull that trigger.
That would be funny. Had this game come out at 15, we'd be like, probably 10, definitely 5. Oh, right.
I would love to disagree with you, but
I know you, Adam. $2, no more. Oh, so the next game on the list is this is the game I'm most interested in. I was loving it just by watching you play it. I'm envious that you got the code for it. But let's talk about virtual reality, Adam. I didn't stutter. It is virtual reality. That's the name of the game. Adam, tell me about what is this about? What's going on here?
Dude, okay, so this hands down is the weirdest PSVR game for the system. And that is a good thing. I have a hard time even explaining this, and it may come out with a bunch of gobbledygook. The best thing I can tell you for what this game is about, you are like some type of human and robots are controlling this world, and there are different clients that you need to do things for, and your goal is to get a high rating for them. It's like a customer satisfaction rating. And so the best way to describe the type of things that you do is the first client you meet is a stick of butter that is in the fridge. You have to open the fridge, put him on the table. He grows really big, and then he starts making orgasm noises and asking for you to toast bread and then stick the toasted bread on him. And after each piece of toasted bread you put on him, he keeps moaning and groaning and like, oh, yeah. And you have to do that a bunch of times, and it has to make him happy. And there is a chance in which you will possibly fail or you will succeed. I failed, and then it made him upset, and so he gave me a bad rating. And then there's another one where, okay, you have to go and talk to a pinwheel, and you have to do whatever you need to do for a pinwheel, and then a boat. It is so weird. The entire time, I was just at a loss of words. It was just so awkward and weird, and you didn't know what you were doing, and you didn't know what was happening, and it really feels like someone who was on acid when they made this game. But it I don't know why. I don't want to like it, but I do. There's something about it, man, that just it's so different. And you know how I complain, just like Chen and Greenwater there. Everyone follows the same plot and the same, you wake up and you're trying to uncover your past. These people did something so far out of left field that, I don't know, I'm probably in effing Utah at this point.
Yeah, so let's give them a shout-out. The developers are Tender Claws. I want to give them a shout-out because this game just seems really interesting to me. So it's called virtual reality because you're putting on VR headsets in the game?
Yeah, so as you go and see clients, you are putting on a different VR headset in the game, which takes you to another world.
Okay, so the vibe I'm getting from this, just hearing you talk about it and what little I saw in the May days, is it seems like a cross kind of between Just in Time Incorporated with the whole like client service going to different areas really quickly, little short mini game kind of things you got to solve, and Accounting Plus with like some of the absurd humor. Does that sound about right? Kind of like a mix between those?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I can get behind that. Accounting Plus was funny, and they had a similar thing to what you're talking about with the butter, but it was with like the bone xylophone where you're hitting the bones, and then the two heads of the skulls are going like, oh yeah, hit my bones.
Yeah, oh damn bones. Oh.
Yeah, which is It's funny. You know, Accounting Plus to me was funny. Sometimes it felt like it was trying hard, or like they're trying to make jokes or like shock you. But from what I've seen of virtual reality, it's just like not even trying to be funny. It just seems like it's trying to be weird. Does that sound right?
Dude, these people didn't give an F. They just, I don't know what, they took some acid, they made a game, and they're like, we don't care. It's like, imagine if Vertigo Home became a good game.
I knew you were going to say that. But no, this is, I don't know why this is, but just the weirdness, the sheer weirdness. There's something that happens when you play something that's just so weird. It feels good. You know, I don't know if you ever watched that old show Twin Peaks, Adam. That show is good because it's just kind of weird. There's something off about it. This gives me that similar vibe. Vertigo Home gives me a similar vibe, and to a more broken extent, Miniwood VR gives me that similar vibe where it just feels weird, and something about the weirdness feels good. So I really want to play this game. I'm thinking about dropping $20 on it just so I can get into the weirdness. But we have to discuss this more, Adam. How does the game control?
So, I mean, it controls, pretty well. Tracking worked fairly well. It's, pretty standard controls. Use the moves and.
Is it teleport?
Yeah, it is teleport. Sadly, but your moving is the last thing you're going to be focused on. Tracking isn't bad. I don't feel like any of these little, I guess, deals or like when you went to the clients when I performed poorly, I don't feel like it was due to tracking. I also don't even think it matters, honestly. So, yeah, tracking's fine. Move controllers, they're okay. I still hate them, but they're fine.
So about how long are you thinking this game is?
This one I don't think is that long. I'm probably hour and a half in, and I feel like I'm coming to the conclusion fairly quickly.
So when we were watching, so we're just going to say it's about 2 hours long. Does that sound right?
Let me look it up here.
Oh, you're going to look it up. So when we were watching the stream, people kept popping in and saying, oh, no, I can't watch this because there's spoilers. And so I'm wondering, Adam, is there some kind of overarching – I don't even know if you're listening to me. Is there some kind of overarching story in here that may or may not be spoiled if I'm watching you play later levels? Is there something that for me to care about, or is it just kind of silly like Accounting Plus where you don't know what's going on and you get to the end and it's like, all right, that happened?
I would –
just is there a plot? Doesn't have to be good. Just is there a plot connecting all this together?
There is, but See, the only reason I'm struggling is it's so weird that I feel like you have to experience it. Also, like, for example, one client, you showed up on a beach and there was a big ship, and the ship is just talking and singing to you. And all he wants you to do is to literally sit there and listen, not look around, not pick up things, which at the time I didn't know. So I was picking up beach balls and firewood and chairs and glasses because I didn't know what to do. But even at one point he was like, hey, stop picking up stuff. But if you would have gone in there and not touched anything and just listened to him, I don't know, you would have got a better rating probably, but I don't know if that matters. So
what you're saying is just you can't see it. We're just doing audio today, but I just had the biggest grin on my face because this game just sounds so weird and good, and I would just now I'm getting it. I'm getting it. To answer the question, I'm seeing spoilers. I don't want to know what's going to happen in this thing. I want this ship to yell at me and confuse me, and I want to embrace the weirdness. But we still gotta settle a couple more things, Adam. So
it's 2.5 hours, by the way.
2.5 hours long. So we keep saying it's weird. Adam, forget the fact that it's weird. Is this game good? Would you say this is a good game?
Man, see, that goes back to the thing that, well, what do you consider to be good?
I will admit that Vertigo Home isn't necessarily a good game, but I really like it and really enjoy it. For what it does and what it is outside of being a good game. Is this a good game?
By technical standards, I would say, I guess not. Like, the graphics aren't super impressive. There's no combat. The plot, I mean, I think is good, but it's not like a Moss or a Ghost Giant or something that's like moving or super coherent or something that is like too deep. But I'll tell you what, I'm enjoying this so much that I would say it beats 70% of the PSVR games out there. And I'll tell you what, there's something, although I don't know if it matters, but I would replay this when I wouldn't replay, as I mentioned, Sharon Greewater, Torn, Blind. I don't even know if I would go back and play the full way through like the Farpoint main campaign. Like, there's a lot of games I wouldn't replay. This one, because it's so weird and funky, I would. And so I don't know. To me, I think it's a good game because it's captured me so strongly, and I'm so baffled at its absurdity. Is that a word?
Yeah.
That's right. That there's nothing else on the PSVR like it. And I think that should be praised when someone does something that is so far out. And I know, it's on Steam, and it was, I think, maybe a Gear VR, or I forgot where it originated, but we're kind of getting their hand-me-downs, I suppose. But it's good. I'm glad they ported it over to PSVR for sure.
Yeah, it's like when they made a really good Game Boy Advance game, and you're like, I just wish they'd release it on, GameCube so I could just play it on my TV. That'd be great. All right, then, Adam, it's a $20 game. Is that a good price for it, or you think you should wait? Or, I mean, I don't think you're going to say avoid this forever, but thinking of a general gamer, maybe somebody who doesn't particularly love weird stuff, but they're open to new experiences. Is this a buy or a wait for a sale or an avoid forever?
So it's definitely not an avoid. And I think whether it's worth it at full price depends on how cheap you are, honestly. Me, I really like it, but I just don't buy games at full price. I just won't do it. So I would wait for a sale, but I'll tell you what, it's good enough, and it's so unique and it's so weird. We don't know if it's going to go on sale or when it's going to go on sale.
It might raise the price, right?
They might raise the price. So if you bought it at $20, especially for you, Alex, I don't think you're going to be like, dang it, I bought this for $20. You definitely will not think like that. So there's absolutely no shame in paying $20 for it. I think it's worth it, but if you can hold out and you can play Blood and Truth, or you can play Everybody's Golf or something else while hoping maybe it goes on sale here in a little bit in the future, then that would be perfectly fine. But I don't think you're going to be kicking yourself for paying $20 for this.
Yeah, I could see myself enjoying it for $20. The fact that it's like a cell phone game kind of upgraded for PSVR is what makes me think maybe they could have made it like $15 or $10, something like that. So if it feels like a cell phone game, I might be disappointed a little bit, but $20 really isn't expensive in the world of video games.
Also, this is a separate topic, but I don't really understand how come on Steam it's $15.
So you have to pay a premium to release a game on Sony's platform. I think they got you're using them as like an advertisement model, right? Like you would have never seen this game if it didn't come out on the PSVR. So because you're putting it out on the PSVR, like a little bit of the sales are by virtue of being on Sony's system. So you got to pay them some money. I'm assuming that's how it goes.
Well,
and so developers probably just say like, well, whatever, I'll just raise the price on PSVR and make it cheaper on PCVR. I don't care.
I don't remember I don't think you were there. I think you had left. Did you see the scene with the artichoke?
No, I didn't. Don't talk about it then.
Just buy the game. Just buy the game.
Oh man. Oh, I'm excited. It's funny. Everybody's golf VR comes out. Blood and Truth is coming out, and I think the game I'm most excited for this season is virtual reality. It's just, man, the weirdness. We need to have a weirdness episode. We just talk about weird games, like a weirdness Sweet 16. Going to have like Miniwood VR, and it's not like what game is best. It's like what game is just the weirdest, just gonna like mess you up weird style.
Well, this wins hands down.
Well, it's because you like it, but it might not be it seems pretty weird though.
Give me even a game that's even comparatively weird.
Dude, Miniwood VR, that is a weird ass game. I don't know. I wish it wasn't broken. I wish the controls weren't so awful, because I want to just hang out in that game's world for like hours and just lose my freaking mind playing it. But the controls are so bad, I can't handle it. But that game is weird as hell. It is so scary because it's so weird. Like, you saw Eraserhead, right? That David Lynch movie?
Yeah.
It's like that. Like, it's that kind of feeling. It's like, this isn't good. This is almost offensive, but it's like I can't look away, but it's not like a train wreck. It's like the lady in the radiator with the weird-looking cheeks singing some spooky song to me about how we're all going to be happy when we die and stuff. It's just weird. And I don't know if this game is if virtual reality is that kind of weird, but weirdness in VR is like way better than weirdness in flat games. So I'm so happy we are getting this weird stuff that's not even like trying to be weird or trying to be different. It is just flat out weird. I can dig it, man. I'm glad to be a part of this gaming phenomenon.
Yeah, dude. I really did. I dominated this. Three games, son. Well, next segment I'll let you talk a little bit. How about that?
That's fine, man. I don't got to talk anymore. Let's just turn this podcast off right now. Sound good?
Well, I got a lot more to say, because next segment we got the games coming out. We're going to talk about the sales at the end of the segment, Luke. And then we got airing a grievance, where I'm going to rip you three up a new one. And then I think we have something. We always got something else.
Yeah, we got something up our sleeve. So, yeah, we'll see you guys after the break. Hold tight. And, again, try to hold your breath. See if you can hold your breath the whole time. Don't do it if you're driving, all right? We'll see you on the other side. Welcome back to the weirdest PlayStation VR podcast you're ever going to find. All we do is talk about weird stuff. Adam and I are just weirding out all over each other, just getting real weird with each other. Speaking of weird, Adam, how was your birthday, man?
Dude, birthday was good. I'm a year older. I'm not dead. I still got my PSVR, and now I'm golfing. I'm getting hit on by receptionists, and now I unlocked a new caddy who's American. She's pretty good looking. I go to kiss her and she becomes invisible, but we're working on it.
Just like real women, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You go to kiss them and they ghost you.
Just got ghosted.
Oh, so we did the giveaway. You know, I was actually envious, Adam. We told everybody it was your birthday. We got so many birthday shout-outs. I don't know if people wanted the game or if they were just genuinely happy that it was your birthday. I feel like I just need to tell people it's my birthday twice a year so they just forget and I get all these birthday wishes. I was jealous of how many birthday wishes you got, but I want to say thanks to the listeners for sending the well wishes. And we have a winner, don't we? We were giving away a game to people who said happy birthday to you or something. Is that right, Adam?
You know how it is. It's all random. We got double-digit happy birthdays in the house.
Double D's, man.
Ooh.
All right. So, Adam, keep going. Who's our winner?
You distracted me with them double D's. And Tony's got the double D's.
Tony. All right. Tony,
So-
thank you. Yeah.
We got good and bad news, Tony. The good news is you won. It's a free game for you, Jim. But the bad news is we do it here. It's random. We have a bunch of Monkey King codes.
Really, there's no way you can win another game because we have so many monkey codes.
The
Let's just
odds are against you not winning Monkey King.
I almost feel like if you went to the PlayStation Store, went to redeem code, and just typed in, 12 random characters, it's just going to be like, I don't know. You probably have, here's Monkey King. Take it. Go away.
So enjoy your free Monkey King code. I'm sorry. Happy birthday to me.
I honestly want to find the developers of Monkey King and just like PayPal them $50 and be like, listen, give us more codes, man. We got to hand these bad boys out.
Oh, and I still haven't played it.
Okay, little inside scoop on you guys. When we got the Monkey King codes, they emailed us a ton of them, and they were like, "All right, yeah. So please make sure you review it. You write an article on your website. Please make sure you discuss it at length and send us all the information you got that you've released discussing this game." And since I had already played it and talked about it, I didn't want to review it, and I told Adam to, and Adam refuses to cover this game. Where they generously gave us, honestly, like 10 codes, something stupid like that. They gave us like 5 European codes, and then they were just like, we said we're not European, and they said, well, that's fine. Here's 5 more North American codes. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, Monkey King. We are rich with Monkey King codes. And no, Will, you are not getting one. I'm sorry, my friend.
Will, you review games. Ask for your own code.
They'll give you 20 of your own.
Tony, you can have 2 of them.
Don't sell it. You got to play it twice. All right. All right. Get it together, Adam. Happy birthday and all that. But we got to talk about the drop. Next week, we got some big games coming out. Everybody's Golf came out this past week. Awesome. We were hyped about it. But the hype doesn't stop there. Next week, we got Blood and Truth dropping. I'm going to be covering it. Don't worry about Adam getting it late. I ordered mine from Target. It's already shipped, apparently. So maybe I'll be getting it early. I doubt it because, things don't work that way. But Blood and Truth, developed by London Studios at Sony Entertainment Group. The game's coming out. It's going to be $40, which is a lot of money, and I'm kind of hoping it's worth that money. It says star in your own explosive action movie blockbuster with this PSVR exclusive shooter. Battle through the crime-ridden London underworld as elite soldier Ryan Marks in your deadliest mission yet to save your family from a ruthless criminal empire and wreak havoc through an unpredictable story packed with twists and shocking revelations. Now, this game sounds like an on-rails action game like Time Crisis turned up to 11. I'm excited about it. What I'm nervous about is that this game is going to be like an hour and a half long. Like it's going to be like London Heist on VR Worlds, just ×2. And it'll be fun while it lasts, but it's not going to last a long time. That's what I'm nervous about. But all of the hype, I'm reading all the previews and stuff. Bravo Team came out, there was no previews, there was no hype, and it came out and it laid a huge turd on us. Blood and Truth is getting all sorts of hype. People just seem genuinely pumped about it. The game was finished a long time ago, so if there were problems, they seem to have ironed them out. So I think we might have a quality title on our hands. and it better be quality. $40 is a lot for a PSVR game these days. So yeah, I'm excited about it. Adam, do you think there's anything in you that is going to purchase this game ever?
Every time that I've purchased a game for $40, I've gotten bent over without lube.
What was the last game you purchased for $40?
I mean, I think after Firewall and Tetris Effect, I made a pact with myself that I wouldn't do it anymore. So I think those two are the last ones.
Is Firewall in your grievance, or can we talk about it right now real quick?
I mean, it's always a grievance, but I was not going to discuss it, no.
I'm just going to bring it up. Isn't it kind of funny how they've released that patch and they addressed none of the issues people had with the game, and instead they just tried to create they tried to solve problems that didn't exist, and they created a whole slew of issues, including making like a blue screen of death. Listen, Alan, you came on. You made a good argument for Firewall. I played the game in multiplayer. I had a good time. Now it sounds like the game just flat out, like, beyond not being able to connect, the game literally does not work. It's, oh my God, you guys, First Contact, I want this to succeed. There's a good game in there. If you guys could just get your fingers out of your butts and give us like a team deathmatch mode, just so we can pop in and pop out, man. Pop the fingers in, pop the fingers out, man. It's easy. That's as easy as it is. Anyways, moving on. I'm sorry.
At this point, just make a game we can play.
Yeah, just make a game that turns on, guys. Come on. Simple as that. Five Nights at Freddy's is coming out. It's put out by Steel Wool Games, published by Scott Games. And I tried to find out how much this game is going to cost. This game could be free. This game could cost $100. So we're going to say this game costs $100 because they are so mum about the price until it comes out. I haven't played the cell phone games. They're supposed to be spooky. The trailers for this game look proper terrifying. So I'm interested in that. These guys have a ton of money, so they have no excuse to put out a bad game. But we said the same thing about Angry Birds VR, and that was kind of a flop. I mean, Adam put on a good face trying to make it sound like a good game, but none of us really wanted to play it. None of us want to go at that game. Adam, are you interested in Five Nights at Freddy's at all?
This is a game I am interested in, although you know how I am with prices.
Yeah, $100 is a lot of money for a game.
It is. It is a lot of money for a game. And I, too, haven't played the Freddy's cell phone game, so I don't know. I love horror games. So if it's adequately priced, I would be interested. If they had an effing email, I would email them and ask for a code so we could review it. But you know what? They don't have one. So now they could be the next airing of grievance.
Adam, have you been to a Chuck E. Cheese recently?
Not recently, but I have been to them.
Did you know recently they don't even do the animatronic animals? They just have like a big TV screen.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard
in
my
life.
life.
Way to take your best gimmick and flush it down the toilet. But you can pay like $5 and get like an unlimited hour of arcade games. So that's kind of fun, but all the arcade games are like ticket games or something. I don't know. I took my daughter there. It was all right. But Five Nights at Freddy's is like Chuck E. Cheese. That's what I'm getting at.
Let me guess. They also don't even serve real pizza anymore. It's gluten-free foodstuffs.
No, it's pizza, and it's actually pretty decent. But I think it's kind of expensive because you go there for the arcade games and you got to pay for the pizza. I'd go there if they had a buffet. I don't think they have a buffet, so I'm not going to go there again. Also, you have to go with a kid. If you don't have a kid, they think you're a pedophile. They don't let you in. Moving on, Trover Saves the Universe, $29.99. Adam, you like Rick and Morty. This is basically a Rick and Morty game without Rick and Morty in it. Are you hyped about it?
I mean, I liked Accounting Plus. I am. $30 seems like I need to see I need to see the length. Because Accounting Plus was cool.
What if I told you it was 8 inches? Would you buy it?
Ooh. I mean, that's bigger than average, but I feel like I could take more. So Accounting Plus was fun. Although after I beat it the first time, I haven't replayed it. And I feel like this is going to be the same thing with Trover Saves the Universe. So unless it's rather lengthy, I don't think it's going to be worth $30. Now, it very well may be. It may be several hours for all I know. And I also honestly haven't seen much gameplay of it. So there's a lot that needs to convince me of to be worth $30 of my own true money. But we'll see. I mean, I think it has the correct type of humor to be successful, and people have been waiting for it. Unfortunately, I do think it's going to be overshadowed by Blood and Truth in everybody's golf. So hopefully that doesn't hurt it too much. But, I'm intrigued.
So Five Nights at Freddy's and Trover Saves the Universe are put together in a PSVR bundle. You can go out and get a PSVR and have these two games included. And I think it's like one of the DualShock bundles where it doesn't have the Move controllers. So maybe Sony thinks that there's actually something here, something enjoyable in this game. I like Trover Saves the Universe because it looks like it's going to combine the humor of Accounting Plus, but there's actually going to be coherent gameplay in it. It looked kind of like a Moss type thing where you're running around, third-person action, you got a sword, and you're slicing dudes and stuff. That'll be fun. I'll just read the description here. Your dogs have been dog-napped by a beaked lunatic who stuffed them into his eye holes and is using their life essence to destroy the universe. Your partner with Trover, a little purple eye-hole monster who isn't a huge fan of working or being put in the position of having to save the universe. So there you go. It sounds like a Rick and Morty type thing. A little bit of try-hard humor, but it's kind of funny. I can dig it. I liked Accounting Plus. So I'm looking forward to this. It's exactly like you said, Adam. It all depends on the length. What if I told you this game, right now, I told you this game was going to be 4 full hours of entertainment? Is $30 a good price for it for you? 4 hours.
Oh. Okay, here's my thought. If Accounting Plus were 4 hours, I would pay $30 for it.
Okay.
Assuming it is like that, because Accounting Plus I thought was hilarious. They're just cursing and screaming at you. Things are confusing. It's pretty funny. So that's where I lie. I probably wouldn't pull the trigger until I saw some reviews or some gameplay. And then if it were like Accounting Plus, I would pay that.
All right. There he lies on PSVR. Here they lie. Adam, that's it for the games coming out next week. Do you want to move on to the part we're all waiting for, Adam? We want to hear you airing your grievances.
Oh, yeah, because I got them. So first of all, before I rip into you guys, I do want to thank Will, and I want to thank Luke for filling in for me last week, because if we had to listen to Alex alone, we would have probably all killed ourselves. So I appreciate you joining us. However, I can't just let you by unscathed because you effed up. But so did Alex. So here we go. Here's one of my 2 grievances. I've got 2 of them. So the first one is just in general last week's podcast. First of all, Alex, you dolt. You cannot have 2 guests on at the same time. There isn't enough time and conversation to go around for everybody. I know when we have a guest on, we have 3 people. Last week you had 3 people. But dummy, we know that when we have a guest on, the guest is the centerpiece, and we take a back seat. Instead, what you did is bring 2 people on, and then you all needed to talk. But it was confusing because you talked to Will for like a half hour while Luke just sat there and then I guess he played with himself back in Australia. I don't know. What an effing joke. You suck. I cannot wait until you miss an episode, and I'm going to put on an MF clinic and to show you how it's done. Also, you didn't give Luke a free game. We have extra Monkey King codes. It was a perfect time to pawn one off on him. And again, Will, you review games. Get your own Monkey King. That's bullcrap. But Luke, dude, where's the love for that man? You freaking toilet-sucking dingbat. Give Luke a free game. He got robbed. I don't even know. Is he in Europe store? Where does he even live? Is there an Australian store? I don't know. Regardless, he didn't get a free game. Will, thanks for coming on the podcast and bragging about your high scores. My name is Will. I scored 4 million Tetris. Well, guess what, Will? I just played Tetris Effect. I scored 69 million. Get behind me, son. Luke, you're another braggadocious SOB. You come in here and talk about how good he is at golf and how he beats everyone in everyone's golf. Bullcrap. I want to see proof. I don't believe you. Play some real golf, son. Not freaking freak golf. Guess what? You recorded a -3 or -7 score or whatever you said. Well, I don't give a crap, Luke. I scored a -69. Suck on that. Will, You can't come up with 3 of your favorite PSVR games. Are you dumb? Don't you review these things? How can you not come up with your favorite 3? What are you doing with your life? Luke, no one talks about Rush of Blood for a reason, dog. Because it's a good game. It's not a great game. If no one's talking about it, there's a reason they aren't talking about it. You suck. Also, I just got an email from YouTube and Spotify. We just got demonetized because of you. Thanks a lot. You took food out of my mouth. Okay. And then the games that blew your guys' mind, VR Worlds and back. Are you kidding me? Is this amateur hour? I mean, holy crap. Get the catheter off your penis and play Area X or a game that doesn't suck and flame buffalo balls, guys. Horrible. And then, Alex, what type of music are you putting between our segments? Like, the first one sounded like a 16-bit NES game, and the other one is a straight-off ripoff from the Cisco on-hold music for their telephones. And don't make up stuff about me, Alex. I didn't plat Headmaster. And you haven't heard anything bad about that game? No, you worm-slurping fool. Listen, the game has a final boss that is way too difficult. The gameplay, although they attempted to spice it up, it's way too one-dimensional. It's very hard to master. And ultimately, you play it for 30 minutes and then want to quit because it's just not that fun for that long. So there you go, butthead. Now you've heard something bad about Headmaster. You bet my mom, Headmaster. Okay, secondary grievance. Target, dude. Are you effing kidding me? I pre-order everybody's golf. I've been saying for months that this is my most anticipated VR game of the year. I cannot wait. I wanted it physical edition so I could put it beside my bed and I could turn around and I'm like, good night, everybody's golf. And then I could put the receptionist's face on the cover so I can kiss it good night right before I rest my eyes. But what do, you freaking bumbling foals? I don't know what you do. You give it to FedEx and I get it 2 days late. It's bullcrap. I ordered it so far in advance. You had it in your stores before I had it. And then I'm like, let me go and pick up the game. But no, couldn't do that because it was already on the FedEx truck. Listen, if you pre-ordered a game, get me the effing game. I respect Luke because I said, Target, you effing suck. And then Luke was like, oh, wow, Target, you let down someone who reviews the games. And then Target trying to slide into our DMs, trying to make it be all right. Oh, we're sorry. Don't effing mess around. Give me my effing game. And then you send Alex's, like 4 days early? Are you kidding me? Oh, my, I hate you so much, Target. Last time I ever pre-ordered a game. And you know what? Every time I've gone to Target and tried to find a game on sale in their bargain bin, type of bargains there is, I have better luck finding a vibrator and a freaking garbage can in my back room. Stupid Target. I'm telling you what, I'll have be a freaking target for my turds on your face, buttholes. Enjoy not having my service or my, I'm not giving you a second. You know what, also Target, F you. One day I went in there because all I wanted were some goggles. I wanted to go swim. I needed some goggles. You didn't have them. Went in for earplugs. You didn't have them. Went there for everybody's golf. You shipped it late. You're useless. And everything is overpriced. If you go to and shop at Target or your wife shops at Target or you own Target, you're an idiot.
I just want a podcast to Adam airing grievances. Let it build up for 2 weeks and let Adam just unleash. That was great. Thanks, Adam. That was awesome. Happy birthday to me, man.
Dude, it's stupid. It's not fair. Why do you get your game early?
I just want to do a couple of rebuttals to that. I don't really have a grievance. My grievance was pre-orders. Adam basically covered it. I'm getting screwed over in pre-orders. I pre-ordered a couple games recently, and what happens is right before the game comes out, I guess the games didn't sell well enough with pre-orders. The price gets dropped immediately, and so I pre-ordered Rage 2, and it's like $60. It's way too much for a video game. I'm an idiot for doing it, I know. But then I see that at Walmart, it's like $30 or $39.99 at launch day. So if I had just waited, I could have got it at launch for $40 instead of $60. That's ridiculous. Just make it all the same freaking price or just price. Also, it's also freaking GameStop. That's 10 times the problem is GameStop. That's what the problem is. Anyways, rebuttals to Adam. Adam, yes, I did play the Cisco music. That is the Cisco hold music because I envision it like the listeners are on hold until they get to the next segment. I want
what is that? No one wants to listen to that. If you want to listen to that, you'd call Amazon.
Here's my impression. Here's my impression when Adam edits the podcast. It's all right. That'll be it for segment 2. See you at segment 3. Welcome back to segment 3 of Play PSVR the podcast. You lazy SOB. At least we have something to try to smooth these people into the abrupt transition of your stupid ass airing your grievances, talking about Headmaster and the trophies. I don't give a crap if you platinum Headmaster or not, Adam. You platinum Headmaster because you wrecked Headmaster when you came out of Headmaster, my friend. Oh,
listen.
Anyways, so
at least I'm not trying to Paw Patrol and make it count toward the Platinum Challenge.
I'm not trying to platinum it. I am platinuming it, and yes, it will count as part of the Platinum Challenge because I'm going to put my VR headset on for the very last trophy that I get when I have all the pups collecting all the paw treats for Ryder. Anyways, another thing about Target, Adam. Yes, they're shipping Blood and Truth like a week early. I got an email today from them telling me that it's shipping. They told me it's going to get here June 3rd, which it might be way late, but I think it's probably going to show up on launch day. But also, Adam talking about how he hates the bargain bins. I literally have in my hand right now, I went to Target and I got Star Trek Bridge Crew, physical copy, new in package for $4. That's what I'm talking about, man. Target coming in clutch. I can send this game to anybody. I can send it to Choda Boy. I can send it to Luke. I can send it to Will, but Will doesn't get any games from us, Will. We could play Star Trek Bridge Crew. I don't care. It's $4. I could wipe my butt with $4 and not even miss it. So there you go, Adam. All of your grievances are thereby null and void.
I would rather put my penis in a notebook.
All right, penis reference. Just put it in a notebook. All right, let's move on. We got some sales to talk about, Adam. There are a buttload of sales, so I just want you to give me your quickest of quick hits as I burn through this. Okay.
Okay, I don't have the sales on this page, so
yeah, I have it on the page, man. I'm going to read it to you. You just give me your really quick initial impression, yes, no, or great. All right, don't do any of this crap. Like, let me think about it. We got to move fast. There's a lot. Okay.
Is Transpose one of them?
No, right off the bat, Adam. Corks is 90% off for $199.
Yes.
Okay. Dirt Rally Plus PSVR bundle $9.99. Yes, ATV Drift and Tricks Definitive Edition, $4.99.
No.
Moto Racer 4 Deluxe Edition, $11.99. No. Loading Human, $7.99. No. Moto Racer 4,
no.
Again, $7.99. Carnival Games VR, $4.99. No. Lethal VR, $4.49. No. Eagle Flight, $5.99. No. Surgeon Simulator, $5.99.
Oh, yes.
Ace Banana, $4.49.
No.
Star Trek Bridge Crew, $11.99, even though you can get it physical at Target for $4.
I would rather pay $30 than give Target a single dollar of my money.
Okay, so you're saying you would buy it on the PSN store for $11.99?
Yeah.
Okay, Static $5.99.
Yes.
Eagle Flight Werewolves Within bundle $11.99.
Only buy it if it's $60.
Salaryman Escape $4.79.
Ooh, you really like this. I would have to personally look at gameplay footage again.
It's the weird thing. There's a weird factor to it. Animal Force $4.79.
No.
Space Rift Episode 1. Danny Weissenberger recommends it. I like it $5.99.
David Weissenberger is wrong.
You call him David?
Keep making Netflix originals, David.
David?
Daniel, David, whatever.
Mervils, a VR adventure, $5.99.
Mervils.
Yeah, no?
No.
Okay. Trackmania Turbo, $11.99.
No.
Werewolves Within, $5.99. No. Darknet, $5.99.
I don't know that game at
That's
all.
Pretty good. Yeah, that's a good price for it. Invisible Hours, $11.99.
You're going to say yes. I'm going to say no.
The Rabbit Hole for $1.99, Adam. Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it?
Does it have a platinum?
No, of course not.
I'm tempted because I love playing bad games, apparently.
It's like, it's that bad. Like $1.99 is still, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's 30 minutes long. Okay.
I paid $2 for Viking Days, and that's Atrocious.
So every game here that's one. You should get every game on this list that's $1.99. How about that?
Dude, we should rate $1.99 games. Have a week 15 of $1.99 games.
Oh my goodness! Along Together $5.99.
No.
Vuri VR $9.99.
No.
Vuri VR Wild Encounter $7.99.
More like blurry VR. No.
Apocalypse Rider $1.99 comes with VR Martin sending you a DM.
Oh, I want that Martin DM. No.
Kona VR bundle $7.99.
I think you got to buy the real game. No.
I mean, that is the real game. Like it gets all of it for $7.99.
Oh, does it? Oh,
yeah. I'm kind of interested. Yeah. Wild Turkey Hunter VR $3.99.
Ooh, this game looks like trash.
Okay. Blasters of the Universe $5.99.
Yes.
Mortal Blitz $7.99.
No.
Who's hotter, the girl in Mortal Blitz or your caddy from not the receptionist, your caddy from Everybody's Golf VR?
Definitely Mortal Blitz.
Are they the same person, just in different clothes?
No, the one maybe with fake implants because Mortal Blitz chick has some jugs.
God, I need to play that game again just for that. Prison Hoss Boss VR $7.99.
Ooh, I was interested in this. On the fence.
I didn't know this sale was that serious. There's some games here that are really good deals.
If Transpose isn't one of the games, I'm throwing a brick out the window.
Viking Days $1.99.
It's not worth it. Trust me, guys. I tried it. It's not worth it.
Infinite Mini Golf $5.99.
I've got real golf.
Transference $9.99.
Ooh, I like that demo,
Dude,
but
it was a scary demo. Yeah.
But I didn't hear great things about the game.
I heard it was all right. If you like the demo, I'm sure you like the game. I might do that. Code 51 Mecha Arena $7.99.
No.
All right, let me go to the next page. PS prices. Let me give you a shout out. I love what you do. Guns and Stories Bulletproof VR $8.99.
No.
Floor Plan $2.99.
Yes.
American Dream $9.99.
No, please no.
One Piece Grand Cruise $4.99.
One Piece. No.
Smash Mouth Arena $4.99.
No.
Theseus $4.99.
I don't know about that.
No, I don't really like it that much. Res Infinite $14.99.
What do I have to do?
Yeah,
if you don't have it, then you aren't a fan of life.
I would say, message me if you want Res Infinite. I'll send you $14 to do it. But I know what would happen. Bastion would text message me the second I say that, and I have to send $15. So I'm not doing it this time, Bastion. I'm not doing it. You've taken all my money, you turd. Keep talking and nobody explodes. $7.49.
Yes.
Okay. Trainer VR $7.49.
Oh man. Oh.
I said don't do that, Adam. Okay. NBA 2K VR Experience $7.49.
No.
Cold Iron $6.99.
I thought it was worth it. Don't talk to Luke.
Yeah. Gun Club VR $12.49. I streamed this. $9.99 is the price for this thing. Do not pay more than $10 for it. Super Hot Mind Just Software Bundle. That's the flat game and the VR game for $19.99. I say yes. What do you think, Adam?
No, buy the VR game. Don't waste your time with the flat game.
The flat game's really good. Paranormal Activity: The Lost Soul $14.99.
It's a good price.
Dude.
I'm looking for $10 or less.
Of course you are, Adam. Of course. And when it's $10, you're looking for $5. I might. It's interesting. Rust VR $12.49. Again, that's a $9 game. It's a cell phone game. Racket Fury Table Tennis $11.99. Adam.
No.
What if it had multiplayer release? We could play table tennis against each other. So I've heard good things about this game. That's why I'm hammering it a bit.
I mean, I would, but you're too busy playing pocket pool to play any other sport.
Why would I play any other game when I can play pocket pool? Catch and Release $11.99.
It's a good price. Good price. I've got Monster of the Deep, though, and I haven't even platinumed that. This one's close.
I'm interested, too. That'd be really fun. Unearthing Mars $8.99.
Not the first one. The second one, yes.
Batman Arkham VR $11.99.
When is this going to be a free game?
When's it going to be $10, man? I want it for $10. Justice League VR Complete Experience $5.99.
That's horrible.
Drunken Bar Fight $7.19.
Oh, it's funny game. I say yes.
Red Matter $16.24. What?
Ooh, that seems expensive.
$16.24 for Red Matter? I thought you liked it.
I do, but it's not that long, and that's.
I somehow stole your PlayStation account, and I can play Red Matter now. So I'm going to play it. Zing: The Land Beyond for $12.99.
How did you steal my account?
I have no idea, but I logged into some account that was on my PlayStation, and I got Red Matter, and I got Table of Tales. I got all these games. It's great. I'm loving it. Please don't take them away from me. Adam, Zing: The Land Beyond, $12.99. That's an excellent price. You should buy it if you're interested in those relaxation games. Unearthing Mars 2: The Ancient War, $13.99. Adam, what do you think?
It's good, and you don't need to play the first one to play this. It's decent.
All right, 18 floors, $10.49.
Mother Transpose isn't going to be on sale, is it?
I don't know. We still got a couple more. Super Hot VR for $17.49.
By the way, please don't buy 18 floors, and definitely buy Super Hot.
Wait, Super Hot for $17, or the bundle with both of them for $19. Why not just pay $2 and get the flat game? It's a different game.
Why do you want to play the flat game?
It's a different game, and it's really good. Mind Labyrinth VR Dreams for $17.49. Okay, no. Mind Labyrinth, guys. I get what you're going for. You haven't finished the game. You definitely should not be charging more than Zing for your game. Thank you for trying. I thank you for trying twice. I'll talk about it next week some more. Mini Mech Mayhem for $15.99, Adam.
That's pre-order, and it looks like it could be decent.
I might do it. Paper Dolls for $13.59.
No.
Drone Striker for $7.99. I'm going to say yes. It's going to last you like an hour and a half, maybe. But it's just fun. It's fun while it lasts. So that's what I'm going to say. Adam's not going to do it.
No, I'm not.
All right, Adam, Transpose for $20.
20?
I'm just making up a price. It's not on sale.
Oh.
Transpose is great. Everybody should get it. Okay, that's it. You got anything else you want to say, Adam?
Put Transpose on sale.
If Transpose had a physical copy, I would buy 3 of them. I'd send you one, and I'd bathe in 2 of them. All right. That is it for Play PSVR, the podcast. What is this, episode 64? We should have done a Nintendo 64 episode, Adam. What were we thinking?
Probably that...
This is a PSVR podcast and not an N64 podcast?
It could be. We could get some repros. N64 repros.
We're not doing video, but Adam is scratching his back with a toothbrush right now, which means we need to get done with this. So thanks for listening to the podcast. If you want to reach us, we are at Play PSVR on Twitter. So please reach out to us. We love interacting with you guys on Twitter. Some people say the craziest stuff. What's that dude going off on PSVR Frank today on Twitter?
Adam, I don't know, but Maydays.
Maydays, baby. That's right. So you know what? Subscribe to us on iTunes. How about you just go to your local library, walk down the biography section, grab a book off the shelf, and just scrawl in your left-handed handwriting, Play PSVR, the podcast, on iTunes, 5-star review. I love it. So people know to look us up when they check out that book. Check us out on YouTube.com. That's where we're streaming Maydays. You can leave us comments or you can join us for live chat. We got homeboys like Chota Boy, Philip J. Fry, The VR Grid, Will, Turna, Matty Matt. Am I missing anybody, Adam? I'm just naming people.
Philip Fry is the ultimate demonetization.
Oh, my God. If you want to have a clean stream, do not let Philip J. Fry get on your stream. All right? So that watch us, youtube.com/playpsvr. We are streaming Maydays. There's only like a week left in May, but I'm telling you, we're streaming every single night in May. I don't care. My parents are coming to town. I don't care. They're going to have to sit there and watch me stream Maydays because that's how important Maydays is to me. All right, next thing I have on the list is Mayday, so we're going to talk about Maydays some more. If you have a game you want us to play, you got like 2 days to let us know. We're going to play these games for you. We're going to try to get these games out that you want us to get out. Adam's not going to play Fisherman's Tale because he refuses to spend money on it. But I might play it if you really want to see it. All right, if you want to talk to us and you don't want it to be on Twitter, you don't have social media, you're just listening to the podcast on your way to work. You're going to sit down at work. You got your work email pulled up so you can't send out any illicit emails, but you want to get a hold of us. Maybe you can't send something to Gmail. Maybe you can't get on Twitter or Facebook or anything and try to contact us. You know what you can do? You can send an email to contact@playpsvr.com. Very official. It will go to us. We will read it and we will respond to it in kind. If you send us something nice, we'll be nice to you. If you send us something mean, we will be mean to you. You know what? Send us the meanest thing that you can think of. I want you guys to get as mean as possible about me. I want you to be angry at me, mad at me. Try to make me feel bad, please. You've seen video of me. Come on. Get angry, guys. Get mad. Send it to contact@playpsvr.com. We want to hear it. That's it, guys. Thanks. Go home. All right, welcome to the third segment of Play PSVR, the podcast. This segment is only for the Patreon subscribers. Thank you so much for sending us your money. You know, we are swimming in the cash now, and we can buy this stuff. Adam, what do you want to say to our Patreon subscribers?
I say that we need to find a time to play Corix, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, let's play Corix. Let's play Corix tomorrow sometime. I mean,
that can be our May Day.
All right, all the Patreon subscribers, you can see that we're playing Corix tomorrow. So if you paid for Patreon, you sent us like $5 on Patreon, then there you go. You're going to play us in Corix tomorrow night. Good night.